So, good morning, friends. Today we have discussed the content of the structural design and drawing 3 subject, which is in B first sem as per Savitribai Phule, Pune University. I am Dr. Subhash Vasundara Patankar, presently working as a professor in Sanjivani College of Engineering, Kopargaon. Now, these are the content as per the syllabus of SD3, Savitribai Phule, Pune University, with effect from 2018, but it is 2015 course. Now the structural design and drawing, there are 4 lectures per week and the practical 2 hours per week, that is the one term. For assessment, in semester assessment 30 marks, there is no term work, and for the oral or practical 50 marks and end sem 70 marks. So total is 150 marks. Now unit number 1, total 8 hours are there, which is related with the pre-stress concrete. In pre-stress concrete, there are basically two parts. One is the analysis part, and second is related with the design part. Now, in the first unit, we have discussed the analysis part, introduction, basic concepts, material which is used for pre-stressing, various pre-tensioning and post-tensioning systems, concept of losses, stress calculation, and concept of cable profile. This is under unit number 1. Now, for the unit number 2, second unit is related with the pre-stress concrete design part. Design of post-tension pre-stress concrete simply supported rectangular and flange section for flexure as well as shear, including the design of end block. And second part is related with the design of one-way and two-way post-tension slab, single panel only. This is related with the unit number 2. Now, for unit number 3, design of flat slab, again related with the pre-stress concrete, introduction to flat slab, and second part design of pre-stress to slab, flat slab by using the direct design method, which is related with the IS code 1343. Now unit number 4 is related with earth retaining structures. Here we have discussed the RCC part, that is the advanced RCC part, introductions, functions and type of retaining wall, analysis and design of RCC cantilever type of retaining wall for various types of backfill condition. As we know that there are different conditions of the soil. Sometimes the soil is dry, sometimes the soil is saturated, and sometimes is partly. And that's why for different situation we can design the RCC cantilever retaining wall. This is under unit number 4. Now unit number 5 is also related with the advanced RCC structure, that is the liquid retaining structures, introduction, types, function, codal provisions, methods of analysis, design of circular, square and rectangular water tank, but it is based on only ground by working test method, and introduction to the limit state of water tank. In this case, we have not covered the design of water tank rest below the ground level, that is the underground water tank or elevated water tank. Only ground water tanks are there. Now the last unit, that is unit number 6, which is related with the dynamics. So introduction to vibration and the earthquake analysis, introduction to single and multi degree of freedom system, free, force and undamped as well as damped vibration, estimation of the earthquake forces by seismic coefficient method, estimation of combined effect of lateral forces and vertical loading on G+2 story frame. Now here we have discussed the approximate method, that is the portal method, cantilever method for the vertical load, and for the horizontal we use the second approximate method, that is and we have designed using the combination of the vertical load as well as horizontal load. This is unit number 6. Now regarding the textbooks, we have used the limit state theory and design of reinforced concrete structure by the V.L. Shah and S.R. Karve. This is one of the best book. Second, fundamentals of reinforced concrete by Sinha, Roy and S.K. Chand and company, publisher. Third one is the advanced design of structure by N. Krishna Raju, McGraw-Hill publication. Design of pre-stress concrete by T.Y. Lin. T.Y. Lin is the father of Prestress Concrete, which is very good book. Prestress Concrete by N. Krishna Raju. This is also very good book from the design point of view. And last book, that is the Earthquake Resistant Design of Structure, Agrawal, Srikhande, PHI Learning. These are the 6 books under the textbook, and remaining are the reference book. In the reference books, Comprehensive RCC Design by BC Punmia, Jain and Jain. This is also one of the best book. Design of the RCC Concrete Structure by ML Gambhir. Design, Reinforced Concrete Volume 1 by H.J. Shah. Then Prestress Concrete, a fundamental approach by Edward Navy and actually Nervi, and Reinforced Concrete Design, Pillai and Menon. This book, Pillai and Menon, is also one of the best book from the theory point of view. And last, Elementary Structural Dynamics by Selvam Dhanpad Rai publication. These are the reference books. Now some IS codes are required for the design of all these prestressed concrete as well as reinforced concrete. The first, which is already referred by you in the SD2, that is the IS 456. Second one, IS 1343, which is related with the prestressed concrete. IS 1893, which is related with the earthquake resistant structures, we have used the seismic coefficient method, and IS 3370, which is related with the liquid retaining structure, that is the water tank. These are the IS code which is required for the design and analysis part. Now in the term work is divided into two parts. One is the prestress and second is the RCC, advanced RCC. First assignment is related with the prestress. We can find out the losses in prestress. Second assignment is related with the stress calculation in prestress structure. Third one is related with the design and detailing of the prestress girder. Here we have designed the post tension prestress girder. Then design and detailing of prestress flat slab by direct design method as per IS code method. Design and detailing of retaining wall for various loading condition. This is related with the advanced RCC. Design and detailing of ground water tank, that is the water tank resting on the ground. Report on analysis and design of the one of the structures listed in the syllabus using the software. We can use the STAAD Pro or ANSYS. Two site visits are compulsory. One on the RCC structure, that is the retaining wall or water tank, and second on the prestress structures. That is, it may be precast or it may be pre-tension or post-tension. This is the total term work. Now, note is given in the syllabus. There should be separate design problem statement for the group of students not exceeding 4 in numbers. That means for the term work point of view, we can divide into maximum 4 students, minimum 1 student, and we can design the post tension girders as well as retaining wall and the water tank. Minimum 4 full empirical sheet is there based on the 2 projects on design of RCC and 2 projects on design of prestressed concrete element. You can use the flat slab and the post tension beam or one way or two way slab using the prestress. And for RCC, retaining wall is there as well as the water tank is there. Now, this is about the total overall syllabus. Now, prestressed concrete introduction. When we start this, there are development of the material. That means we can discuss the history of the prestressed concrete. Second, under this we have discussed the plain concrete. What is plain concrete? Plain concrete is nothing but the concrete which consists of the cement, coarse aggregate, fine aggregate, water with or without admixture. Now, we know that plain concrete is weak in tension, and that's why for the structural element we go for the RCC, reinforced concrete. What is reinforced concrete? It is assumed that concrete above the neutral axis will take all the tensile compressive stresses, and steel which is embedded in the tension zone will take all the tensile stresses. But we cannot convert the using the embedment of the reinforcement, we cannot convert the section into elastic material. Both material behave separately, and that's why in case of prestressed concrete, the The concept is totally reverse. In case of prestressed concrete, we have trace the section before application of load, and that's why it is called as the prestressed concrete. All these things will be discussed in the next lecture. Thank you very much.